Hello and welcome to Hump Day Headlines, your source for unreliable news. In the headlines, we have President Biden serving in office right now. Trump is gone, coronavirus is running rampant, and lots of other problems. Let's get right into it. In coronavirus news, vaccines are going really slowly. As we know, they should be going a lot faster, but America seems to have a problem getting the vaccines to the states, even though it says it doesn't have a problem. The process of getting vaccinated is so difficult at this point that people are saying they'd rather go to the DMV. Because at least at the DMV you get something done. Things are actually getting better in the US overall. If you look at the chart, you'll see that the curve is coming down. But what we keep hearing on the news is that everything's going wrong, things are getting worse and worse, we're never going to reopen, it's going to take forever to recover. But in reality, there is some good news. But that's just not how the media is playing it. We must keep fear alive! Don't talk about the good! But corona rates are decreasing. Corona rates are decreasing not too quickly though. Just about as quickly as your grandma would go down on your granddad. And optimism about the situation is rising about as quickly as his erection on Viagra, which is not very fast. And now, since we're here in Japan, here's some news on Japan and their coronavirus situation. Unfortunately, coronavirus has seen a rise in numbers in the last month or so. We had quite a gigantic spike. So Japan has made a new lockdown request, and most businesses have been closing early. People, of course, rewinded to keep social distance and wear their masks. And the virus cases are coming down. In fact, the first vaccine shots are planned for late February for medical workers first. In the meantime, since everyone can't get shots now, Japanese people are taking shots of whiskey to forget how fucked up it is that China, a completely inferior and barbaric civilization in comparison to the Japanese, released a vaccine before Japan. It's truly devastating. But yes, the cases are going down in Japan and America. They're going down. They're going down. 'Cause we wear masks around here. Stupid Americans cannot be found. Okay, maybe a few stupid Americans here, but not as many as in America. And no, I don't hate Americans, I am one. But the ones who don't wear a mask, that's pretty stupid. Wear the mask. Finally, in coronavirus news, we have new strains appearing around the world. Brazil, South Africa, UK, everywhere. Even in Japan, from what I understand. I haven't seen this much strain since Donald Trump tried to convince us that the election was rigged. Stop the steal! The election is rigged! Dominion! Did you replace the little Dominion parts with other parts and they got taken out and then replaced with new information and that's how he won the... Yeah, I don't think so. How about stopping the steal of the dignity of the presidential office? Well, thank goodness that is stopped because Trump is gone, y'all. Speaking of Trump, Joe Biden's in office. He is so great. It's just such a relief. I'm sure we can all agree. But he's not that interesting. I mean, he's great, but he's not that interesting. He's kind of like as exciting as the last time I had sex with a woman. Which, yes, I did. And no, it wasn't fun. Because I'm not straight. And regarding the Trump impeachment, as you may have seen, the House did take the papers of impeachment to the Senate, and they walked and walked and walked. It was very interesting. At least they may have saved themselves a trip to the gym. Have you seen, by the way, Nancy Pelosi's butt? Me either. And I'm not interested. No. No, thank you. Okay, Republicans are arguing that the impeachment trial, is not constitutional. And it looks like there's no chance that Democrats will win this because most Republicans are not going to vote against Donald Trump in an impeachment trial, from what we can tell. Mitch McConnell has changed his tune. He says it's inconstitutional. And I say he's incontinentational. Incontinent, attutional. Yes, Mitch McConnell is. That's hilarious. Blame the writers. The writers. You guys. You need to work harder. The MyPillow CEO was banned from Twitter. Now this is getting a little scary. I may not agree with the MyPillow CEO or anyone who supports Trump's insane rhetoric, but when Twitter starts banning everyone, I get a little scared. Because next thing you know, they're going to start banning everything, like porn. And we already lost Tumblr, so what are we going to jack off to? Please, please, Twitter, don't take away my porn. Please. Where else can I find Chinese porn? Speaking of China, Chinese miners were trapped in a mine recently, and they were saved after 2 weeks of being trapped in a mine. They didn't have food or anything. It just reminds me that sometimes being in a tight hole is good, very good, and sometimes being in a tight hole is not so good. But I'm glad they got out, and one of them's actually kind of hot. You single? Now, for the celebrity update. So, the UK, some newspaper in the UK, says that Lily Allen is sober after a hard struggle with drugs and alcohol, and people are showing their sympathy with messages like, "Who's Lily Allen? Yeah, who is she?" And Jennifer Aniston showed up on Good Morning America. Oh, no, I'm sorry, on the morning show with blonde hair. Oh, it was shocking. I've only seen her with blonde hair every single day of Friends. Well, not everyone, but several seasons, blonde hair. Several movies, blonde hair. I've seen her in blonde hair a lot. It's not that shocking. I like to do my hair light sometimes when my boyfriend shoots all over it and I let it dry and that's disgusting. I'm sorry. That's really disgusting. Kourtney Kardashian. Gotta love her. Okay. I don't mind Kourtney Kardashian. And she just started dating Travis Barker from the band 182. Haven't seen him in a while, but they're together now. And what I think she's doing is she's living vicariously through him so she knows what it's like to have talent. She also wanted to be with someone who looked on the outside like she looks on the inside. All those tattoos. Bad joke, right? Writers, can you rewrite this? This is not funny. No, I like her, and I like her sister Chloe, who I've met and hung out with. She's great. And now, a special report by our guest anchor, Liz Fairmasterson, on an important issue regarding Biden and Harris. Good day, Jason Brock. Yes, I am here exploring the fascinating subject of why Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, eat lasagna. It has come to our attention, there have been reports that Kamala Harris has ordered lasagna of many different kinds, including vegetarian, in the White House already. Joseph R. Biden, has also ordered lasagna. It began as somewhat of a mystery. Why weren't they ordering hamburgers or American food? This has been a major concern among the public, and surveys show that 1% of Americans are concerned, possibly, if the president is eating lasagna, and less than 1% are concerned. In fact, 0% are concerned about Kamala Harris eating lasagna. So let us turn to the facts, as the American people want to know. We found this photo of Kamala Harris eating. Perhaps she was eating lasagna. Would she admit to eating lasagna? Of course not. People don't admit to eating lasagna, and neither does President Biden. When did you hear the new President Biden speaking of lasagna? Never. It's a conspiracy, Jason. It's a conspiracy, and we will get to the bottom of it. Based on our findings so far, evidence is inconclusive, but we will do further reporting and dig deeper into this big story. Back to you, Jason. Thank you, Liz. You look lovely. No. And that concludes Hump Day Headlines this week with Jason Brock. I hope you enjoyed getting the news you shouldn't have been subjected to. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share, and tell me how much you hate the show. Thanks!